Hello students. Today we will start with the computer networking part 2. In the previous video you have seen I had explained about lots of networking components, and today we will going to discuss about a few more points related to the computer networks. Let us start now. If you see the picture, there are different types of network, means according to the scenario how the data is being transferred, the networks have been divided into different categories. They can be more also according to today's scenario. If I talk about a basic points, so there are local area networks, wireless local area network, which came when wireless devices being started used by the local peoples. Like mobile phones, we are using wireless. Printers are there nowadays. Wireless speakers are also there. So these all can be categorized as WLAN. Next is wide area network. After that, metropolitan area network, and that next last one is campus area network. Now we will further discuss about each of them one by one. Let us start with the next point. If we talk about LAN, now what is LAN? A local area network. It can be a small network where 2, 3, 4 or any number of amounts of computer can be used and communicating with each other. That is, if I talk about the definition of LAN, a local area network is a computer network that interconnects computers within a limited area such as residence, school, laboratories, universities, campus or official buildings. Now if I talk about PAN network, it is a personal area network we all are using nowadays at home also. If you see the picture, a mobile phone, a palm top, a printer, these all are connecting with each other to share. So it can be a personal network which we can create in our personal homes. Moving to the next picture, we will talk about campus area network. Now what is campus area network? It can be a building. For example, if you talk about the school, the school can be a part, it is a LAN. But if there is a corporate buildings, like if I talk about universities, so there is not a single building, there are multiple buildings in our campus. So related to those type of networks, the campus area network has been designed. That is, a campus area network is a network of multiple interconnected local area networks in a limited geographical area. So can you see the pictures? Can you see the pictures? If you see the picture, if there is a school, there is a hostel, there is a library. So these all are connecting with each other to share the information. So this type of network can be classified as campus area network. Now moving to the next is MAN, that is metropolitan area network. When we talk about cities, when there is a coordination between cities, that is the data is transferred. For example, Delhi to Mumbai. So if we talk about the different local networks of different cities communicating with each other, they can be termed as metropolitan area network. We can talk about a complete huge amount of network of Delhi, Kolkata, Bombay, and so on. So these type, the bigger cities where a huge amount of network is communicating with each other to share the information, that type of network can be classified as metropolitan area network. If you see the description, the definition of MAN, it is a MAN covers a large area than that of a LAN and a smaller area as compared to WAN. So this is the type of metropolitan area network. Now we will move to the next, that is wide area network. It is a globe network. We can talk about a globe also. If you see the picture, there is a earth in the center where WAN is written, and the different small networks, they can be MAN network, they can be LAN network, any type of network which are all interlinked with each other is classified as WAN network. If you see the picture, there is an internet cloud, a network of Manali is there, a network of Philippines is there, and there is a Chennai network. These all are communicating with each other to share the information. So these all, when we are talking about a global network, it is classified as WAN. Whereas the definition also says the same thing. WAN network that extends over a large geographical area, although it might be confined within the bounds of a state or country. Now let us move some more points over networking. If we talk about network theories, the question comes how these all are controlled. How they are controlled. The question comes there should be some protocols. Now, what is protocols? Protocols are setup of rules. Setup of rules can be applied anywhere. Now, when we are talking about network, then we will say those protocol as network protocol. Means to send a simple data to one computer from another computer have to follow some protocols. If you see a picture below, you will see there are 7 layers of data transfer. They are starting from the base, that is physical layer, then data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and application layer. If you just see the two blocks at left hand side and right hand side, so one is sender and another is receiver. So the basic network protocols which has to be understood are 3. There are infinite number of protocols, we cannot count them on the fingers. So but we are discussing few protocols over here which you will understand how they are helpful for us. If I talk about IP, it it contains address information. You all know that each of our are communicating with each other through some address, and that address is being confined as IP address over the network. If I talk about TCP, that is transmission control protocol, when you are forwarding some message, for example on WhatsApp only, if you are sending some files, some data to your friend or any relative throughout the globe, they all are being seen, yeah, are being managed by transmission control protocol. It helps in reliable transmission of data. The third protocol is very important, that is HTTP. It is hypertext transfer protocol. It controls how server and browser communicates. Means if we are using our mobile phone, so in a browser, if I'm sending some information, so it is sent to a server. So means here the HTTP looks after how information is sent from a client network, a client computer, to a server. This way the data is being transferred. So this was all about basic networking, basic computer networking component which you have understood. I think you all have enjoyed it, and this was all about computer networking. Have a nice day. Thank you.